Ben, have you two got your work done yet?
Of course, Boko! What makes you think we hadn't? Oops!
You silly engine!
Good one, Ben.
Why do I have to be here?
Why do I even try?
Excuse me, Boko, but I've got a call from Knapford Station. There's been some kind of accident, and they need you to help clean up.
Don't worry, I'll be on it right away. Bill, Ben, be good while I'm gone.
Of course, Boko! We always are! No, wait! Don't leave me here alone with them! Not so tough are you now, Rickety?
Hello and welcome to Sodal News at Noon. I'm Stan. And I'm Nigel, coming to you with breaking news.
The big station on the main line known as Knapford has been destroyed. We have Carl on the scene now.
Thanks, Nigel. I'm standing here at what was the big station of Knapford. We don't quite have all the details, but what we do know is that this was caused by a military-grade bomb. Thankfully, no one was killed. However, some passengers have been severely injured, including the Fat Controller's assistant, Louis Giles. He has been flown to the hospital by Harold the helicopter. We will provide more information when we get it. Back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Carl. Coming up next is a story of how a little blue tank engine managed to catch a rogue diesel.
Sir Topham? Yes? Sorry to bother you, sir, but they're asking everyone to exit the building. Yes, I came in here to tidy up before grabbing some documents. Alright, I'd just hate to come in here a second time. Yes, thank you, officer.
Hello, Sir Charles Topham Hatt speaking.
What's that? Oh, yes. No problem. I will be there right away. Goodbye.
Oh, Percy, it was terrifying.
Oh, I believe it. I'm just glad you two are alright. I don't know what Thomas would do if he didn't have you two.
Do you know if he's alright?
Don't worry, we got a call from Vickerstown a couple hours ago, and he's perfectly fine. Oh, thank goodness. Then again, it is a little strange how he only sustained minor damage to one of his tanks after being that close to an explosion. Something just doesn't feel right to me. Oh, Henry, you're back. Well done with catching the crooks.
Thanks, Percy. I just wish I could have done more.
Don't worry, Henry. None of us could have prevented what happened in Knapford.
Oh, Gordon, we're all so glad to see that you're okay.
Thank you, Toby. I'm glad it was only a bent buffer beam, and that's it.
How's Stanley doing?
Well, even though he took a lot more damage than me and Thomas, he should be fine. After all, the canopy did collapse on top of him.
Well, I have a hunch, and I hope I'm wrong. But I fear this might only be the beginning of our troubles.
What do you mean, step down? You can't be serious. I'm Sir Topham Hatt.
And we are the members of the Railway Board.
With all due respect, Sir Topham, you have done a great deal of service for this railway and its companies. But we'd feel Sodor would be a safer place if you weren't in the picture.
But my family has carried on this legacy for almost a century now, and you plan to just end it all?
No, of course not. But since last year, there have been many incidents, and you have done nothing but brush them off.
Ever since that first incident last year, Scruffy & Co. has decided to end trading with you, so now you have to rely solely on the Arsdale Railway to provide you with ballast.
And let's not forget that passenger loads are depleting because no one wants to ride on trains anymore.
Accident rates have skyrocketed in the last 5 years alone, so passengers deem the trains unsafe.
If this continues, we'll have to go bankrupt.
And we don't want that, do we, Sir Topham?
We aren't trying to end your family's legacy. We are just suggesting that you hand down the hat to someone else. Perhaps your son Stephen.
Well, I can't just do that. Stephen barely knows a thing about railway etiquette. We thought of that, and that's why we decided to choose our own candidate. What?
We are sorry, Topham, but we will have to ask you to step down, effective immediately.
I understand. Thank you.
Good news, sir. We're almost done with the cleanup operation on Knapford Station.
That's good, Edward, but don't bother telling me anymore.
Sir, what are you talking about?
I've been sacked, Edward. As of right now, I am no longer your controller.
What? No, that can't be.
Oh, don't act so surprised, Edward. I knew this would be coming sooner or later.
But you've done nothing wrong. You don't deserve this.
That's not how the railway board sees it. I should have done something more to save this railway. I should have been a better controller, but I'm not. It was an honor being your controller, Edward, but now that honor will be bestowed upon someone else. But as my last official order, I shall call a meeting at the sheds tonight.
Sir, you can't just give this all up.
Sometimes it's what we need to do, not so much as what we want to do, Edward.
Well, I got the word that Braun is captured. Well, then we gotta go rescue him, right? Yeah, he's part of our team. We will, but there's something more important at hand first. Ari, Bert, it's time to reveal ourselves. Perfect. What's the plan of attack? We're not going to attack them. My superior wants to send a message. So that's what we'll do.
Alright, but just remember what the boss told us, alright?
You're the one who needs to remember.
Alright, now everybody settle down, settle down.
On a regular occasion, I would be happy to call meetings to see you all and to tell you good news, but I'm afraid that those will no longer be happening. It is with great sorrow that I tell you all that the members of the Railway Board have relieved me of my duties of the Fat Controller. And as of right now, I am no longer the director of the Northwestern Railway.
What? That can't be!
Outrageous! No, sir, you can't be serious!
Blimey!
Silence! Yes, I know, it is very grieving. But it is the way that things must be. Whether we like it or not. I'm sorry, but I have failed you all.
No, sir, you've done no such thing. Boko's right. Who's the one who decided to restore me and Toad back to working order after we were saved from scrap?
Why, that was me.
Who's the one who added an extra berth in the shed for me to sleep in?
That was me. And, sir, who's the one who gave me a second chance? I did, Alfred.
That's right, sir, and you have done everything but fail us.
You have nothing to be sorry about, sir.
If anybody should be sorry, then it should be us, sir.
You just have to lift it.
Thank you all.
They never told me the tallest would be so heavy.
What do you two think you're doing?
Oh, Sir Topham Hatt, thank goodness we found you.
A pretty disturbing message came on the telly. We thought you should see it. It's showtime, Harry. Well, go on.
This is a message for Sir Charles Topham Hatt. Yes, I know who you are. You are the director of the Northwestern Railway on the island of Sodor. Today, you managed to successfully catch 3 of my associates. First of all, well done. And second, yes, I am the one responsible for what's been happening to your puny railway.
Wait, does he mean?
Yes, I am the one behind all of those attacks. Every single one. And know this, you have something that I desire very much. And no, it's not money. It's not the Hatt legacy either. It's not even your railway. No. I'm looking for something a lot more magical, you could say. Something lost. And when I find it, I will exact my revenge. That's right, revenge. Not just on you, not just on your engines and your railway, but on all of my enemies. You know what it is, don't you, Sir Topham? It's the magical lost engine. And here's the deal. You are going to give it to me because I know you have it. Stone and that conductor fellow couldn't hide her from me. And where would they hide her other than the place they talk about the most? The island of Sodor. Here's the catch. Deep down, I'm a very reasonable person. So I will give you a chance to hand her over to me. But know this, if you don't and you refuse, I will command every single one of my diesels and my men to hunt you down, as well as your engines, and not stop until all of you are destroyed. Do you hear me? Because I hope you do. If you do not hand over the lost engine, I will not stop until I make sure Sodor is nothing but a pile of ash. You have 3 days to make a decision. Hope I've made myself quite clear.
You two, get your troops together. I want to know who sent that message, and I want to know now.
Yes, of course. Yes, sir.
Wait a second, sir. There's another message coming on.
Hello, puffballs. Yes, I'm the one working with the man you just saw.
I knew it!
I should thank you, Sir Topham Hatt. You were the one who really kicked off this whole thing by purchasing me. But it would be a lot more fun to destroy your railway. That is, if you don't hand over the lost engine to me.
Huh, my superior was right. You are kind of the gullible type. I mean, did you actually think the contraption on my roof was legal?
Wrong-o! You thought that this claw was used for collecting lumber. Wrong. This is for destroying engines and turning them into scrap, which I will be doing very soon, mind you.
Oh, and just so you don't get cold feet.
We have one of your engines. Goes by the name of Devious Diesel. And he'll be the first one on the scrap list. Like my superior already stated, you have 3 days to make a decision, or say bye-bye to Diesel. Oh, and a little message to all your engines. You all remind me of good steam engines I once knew. I really hated putting an end to them by putting them on the scrap list. Wait, no, I take it back. I loved it. 3 days, Topham. Final warning.
What have I done? Of course! The dreams. Why didn't I see this before?
That filthy, no-good, oil-guzzling son of a...
James, what are you doing?
All of you move.
James, what on Sodor do you think you're talking about?
Get out of my way. I'm gonna put an end to that diesel once and for all. I'm gonna rip that claw right off his roof.
James, no. Please think about this.
You're not my controller anymore. I don't have to listen to you. James, how dare you?
That does it. Back up, James. You're not going after that diesel.
Yes, I am. I can do this.
No, you can't. Trust me, you're not strong enough to face that diesel on your own. And you'll never be.
Is that it, Gordon? Is that how you see me? Just a weakling?
I never said that, James.
But you were thinking it, weren't you?
Alright, you two, I think that's enough.
No. Gordon thinks himself above me. He thinks himself above all of you. Above all others. He doesn't care about anybody but himself.
Watch your mouth, you red devil.
Well, maybe if you had cared about others as much as you care about yourself, you could have done something to prevent all of this.
Why, you...
Enough, both of you! I'll show you, weakling! That's enough, both of you! What do you think Gresley and your brothers would think of you now?
How dare you!
Enough, all of you! Don't you see? This is exactly what they want. They want us to turn on each other. This is why they're winning. They've struck fear into us. And the only way to conquer that fear is to work together as one team. Gordon, yes, you may see yourself stronger than James. But that doesn't mean he's not strong either. James, I know how much you resent that diesel now. I get it. It's because of him that you cowered in the steamworks for so long. But do you know what you did? You were brave, and you came out of the steamworks, and you made an alliance with the trucks, for crying out loud. None of us, and I repeat, none of us could do that before. Even though you might not be as strong or fast as Gordon, you're still a very valuable member to this team.
Which is why we can't afford to lose someone like you, James. I'm sorry if I made you feel a certain way by calling you weak.
And I'm sorry too.
Don't you all see what's happening? We are coming together as a team.
And if we work together, we can find a way to put an end to all of this. Hear, hear.
But we don't know how to stand against anybody like that. How are we going to do it? I thought of that.
Donald, Douglas, bring him in.
Hi, this is the diesel we caught. Aye, and he holds very valuable information.
Well now, all we have to do is get that information out.
Oh, believe me, we're going to.
Now we have a chance. It might not be very big, but it is a chance.
Yeah, let's do this the Great Western way. Aye, they're gonna feel the wrath of Scotland.
We're gonna be pulling all sorts of tricks on them. Isn't that right, Ben? Yes.
And even though I'm no longer your controller, I will still do everything in my power to help you all make sure that this chaos comes to an end.
I don't think this was supposed to happen. Should we get out of here? Yeah.
Now, all of you, let's work as a team. Come together and save Sodor, our home.